Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Howdy.
What's up, Ed?
Hello.
All right, Hayden. What's up?
What's up, guys? What's up?
What happened, dude?
I went to see Justice League.
Ah, shit.
Okay. I was really excited to see this. I was so excited.
You hated it!
No, stop. Let me speak. I was so excited because,
like you fucking hate it.
Joss Whedon came in and literally reshot the movie twice. Originally they had a 3-hour movie by Zack Snyder, but then they cut it down to 2 hours, and half the scenes in the movie were reshot. But not only were the scenes in the movie reshot, shots within scenes were reshot. And Ben Affleck gained about 30 kilos in his face between each shot, and you can see his weight gain. It's Ben Affleck skinny, cuts to Aquaman, then it cuts back to Ben Affleck, his face is fat and the colour grading's changed completely. It is the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen.
He ate dozens of donuts?
It literally looks like they had a movie, they refilmed it 2 years later, cut it all together,
shit.
And then went, fuck.
Oh, fuck. The special effects, you saw the mustache, didn't you? No.
Yes, it's the worst.
Oh, you can see the mustache, kind of?
His top lip is, like, huge and a different color.
Oh,
and,
my God.
His mouth doesn't move when he speaks.
Did he get braces instead of Dolly from, like, Moonraker? No,
It was so noticeable. Like, once you know of the reshoots and, like, the things, like, you can't not notice it. Like, there would be a shot of Gal Gadot talking to Cyborg. Then it would cut back to Cyborg. Then it would cut back to Gal Gadot. But it was just a still frame image of the background where she was with a CGI version of her placed over the top because they wanted to add new dialogue. So it's just a reshot version of her finishing the conversation that she was just having when she was actually there.
Oh, my God.
And, like, when Aquaman's standing next to Wonder Woman, like, obviously they've, like, changed the dialogue, but they couldn't get the two actors in the same spot. So, like, Aquaman's CGI stuck next to Wonder Woman saying this new dialogue, and Wonder Woman's just nodding her head, like, looking at the sky. It's so weird.
Oh, my God.
It is the worst edited movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
It was like watching a bad episode of something on TV, like a bad, cheap... Like an episode of, like, what's the cheap old superhero shows? Like, it's just a real bad episode of that.
Oh, my God. Really?
Like, you could get more enjoyment out of a cartoon.
Holy shit.
Like, why did you wait 60 years to make this movie? Like, this is the biggest disappointment in film history ever.
Really?
This is the most... I've waited for Justice League my whole life, and I got a movie that felt like Fantastic Four 2015.
Oh my God! Really?
I'm pretty good with movies. Like, I don't say things are the worst ever or the best ever. Like, you know me, I'm pretty level-headed and I like to critique things.
So basically what you're saying is the special effects background is...
Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible. Cyborg has a waist that's like the thinnest thing you've ever seen in one scene. Then the next scene, he's got a giantly wide waist. Like, his waist changes sizes, like, all the time. And because it's animated, it looks so weird and fake. Like, Cyborg, when you see a full body shot of him, it's probably the worst effects you've ever seen in a movie.
This is the worst movie of the year.
Steppenwolf looks like, just terrible.
This is the worst movie of the year?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say.
Wow. Oh, my God. Yeah. I'm going to put that in the title. I'm going to put in the title, like, Hayden says Justice League sucks. No. Or something. Wow. Oh, boy.
I was so disappointed.
You should call it the Just Sucks League.
There's no character development at all.
How about those after credit scenes, huh?
There's no... I didn't watch it. I walked out.
Oh, shit.
It just ends. They fight. Superman shows up. Superman blows his cool breath. and then Wonder Woman blows up a sword, and then they win, and it's all over. The end.
Wow. That's
Superman rocks up, picks up a house of people, flies away, and then he blows his breath, and then it's the end of the movie, basically.
well.
And there's like, because the villains, Steppenwolf's in Chernobyl, so Chernobyl's full of people who live near there, but it never shows the other people. It just shows one family that's obviously been shot at the last minute, just always looking outside worried, like this one family, and it's so bad.
Oh my god.
It's the first half is like, I seriously think that Snyder had a movie that was consistent in tone, and it went from start to finish. It feels like they cut scenes, like Bruce randomly goes to look for Aquaman at the start of the movie, and then he stops and goes home. Other stuff happens. Steppenwolf shows up 20 minutes later, and then Bruce then goes and starts looking for Justice League members later, but he already looked for Aquaman at the start of the movie. And it's like, it's just random shit. Like, it felt like an episode, it felt like Doctor Who, The Stolen Earth, but where there was no plot. You know, and just random people are doing things, and they, like, get a call. Like, you know, in Doctor Who Stolen Earth, you had 40 minutes to tell the story.
Right.
Martha, the earth shakes. It might have been an earthquake. I've got a phone call from the doctor. Like, it's like that.
Oh my god.
Like Cyborg, I've got to hack something. And then he sees a picture of Bruce. This guy's trying to hack me. And then he goes to Bruce, what are you trying to hack me for?
Oh my god.
Then Wonder Woman goes, will you join the team? He goes, no. Then the next scene, the Baxter goes up, and Cyborg pops up. We got to stop him. They've taken 8 members of the Star Labs. We got to go now.
Oh my god.
Cyborg is the worst character I've ever seen.
Oh god.
He has his whole voice is this the whole movie, and all he does is literally hack files. That's all he does.
I was gonna go see this tomorrow. Oh my god.
And the Flash is funny, but like they've like, you know that scene where he's in the trailer where he's holding the batarang and stuff. He does that, and then this, you know that's the joke. You know how like they talk, and then he cracks a joke, and you know the scene's supposed to end.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. It cuts to Fat Ben Affleck's face in a reshoot, and then he starts talking. Then he starts talking about postal service or something in a reshoot.
Okay, drive through Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my god! Wow, that is just a disappointment, isn't it?
And like the way Superman comes back, it's been reshot. The whole story's been reshot.
Bad. It's bad.
They go grave robbing. They go to rob his grave and dig his grave up.
Who did that?
Cyborg and Flash.
Wait, what?
They dig his grave out of the ground.
Wait a minute. I thought that he was supposed to be bad guy and Steppenwolf was gonna, or somebody was.
No, he just gets confused when he wakes up, so he beats him up and then he flies away. And then the next scene, he smiles at Lois and she says, "You got to go now." And he says, "Okay." Then he rocks up and saves him.
Also, he got his jollies on, and
they said he's confused. He's confused for one scene, and then he saves them.
I read that spoiler. They bring him to a Kryptonian ship, and Flash spins around the water to help bring Superman.
Yeah, they have to drop. They have to drop one of the big cubes in the water at the same moment that Flash has to give an electric bolt to the cube, so it hits the water.
So they bring him back.
Yeah, he's completely dead. He's got, you know, when the dirt comes up. You know when the dirt comes up in the trailer. That's got nothing to do with the movie. Like, he's completely dead.
Oh. Dead.
He's dead completely.
Completely.
Yeah.
So
nobody was
point of the dirt flying in the air.
Nothing. It's just a
nothing. No black suit. He just has like nothing.
So they do what they did with Zod, but only he didn't break his neck, so they could bring him back.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they're
but like, you know how everyone was expecting the black suit when he comes back? He just has his the pants, his navy pants that he was buried in with his suit. That's all he wears. His navy work pants.
So he's not even in the Superman suit.
No, he just has no shirt on. At the end, he just has his normal suit on.
Oh God.
Oh, let's flashpoint this. Please, Men in Black, just come up.
You know, like a bad sci-fi.
There's not going to be a flashpoint. Yeah.
You know, like a bad sci-fi show on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yes.
It's like you watch that and then you watch the Avengers.
Jesus. It's like Sharknado and then let's go see the Infinity War.
Yes, except Sharknado had a plot. It was like Sharknado had a plot.
That's even worse.
Whedon has such a boring visual style. He just has people talking in just normal medium shots, just basic straight angles. Snyder actually moves the camera. If you know, Snyder has like focuses and moves the camera and has lots of close-ups.
Right.
It's that, and then it's Whedon's random shots. Like it's all cut together in the same scene. Like different shots in the same scene are just all shot in different years.
Wow.
And it's like this is what it's honestly like. It's like they got the movie, they threw it in a blender, they threw it all back on the table, and they went, "Shit, it doesn't work. What do we do?" So they said, "Okay, let's just reshoot bits so it makes sense, even though none of it makes sense. Let's just reshoot random things that makes it make sense."
Wow. So that's
it's almost like the start is almost like they got a scene from the end of the movie, threw it there, and went, "It doesn't make sense." They go, "Oh, that's right. We'll just shoot some more dialogue so it makes sense."
So this is the DC extended cinematic universe is done after this shit.
I don't know. I'm sure some people will enjoy it because a lot of people enjoyed Batman versus Superman.
People like shit,
but people are very apologetic if they're fans of the source material. You know what I mean, though? When people are fans of comics and stuff, they're going to defend it no matter what.
I won't if I don't like it.
So
the music's all over the place too.
Bit piece of this.
So the music didn't fit with the old Batman music?
You hear it for 1 second, you just hear dun, and that's it, the whole movie.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
And the Superman music, all you hear is Superman punches someone and it goes dun dun, dun, that's it.
Oh, so they can't use they can't use the Man of Steel music at all?
No, they didn't use that at all.
Oh wow.
They used the John Williams theme for literally 1 second and it goes dun dun dun, that's it.
We have the tomato meter as of right now for the movie.
Okay.
43%.
43 went down.
As score as of 3 p.m. PT 11/15/2017.
43%.
There's a scene with I don't want to spoil it, but Flash goes.
You spoiled it already, dude. You spoiled the whole fucking movie.
Flash goes to the police station to talk to his dad.
You spoiled the whole fucking movie, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Fuck it. Yeah.
Flash goes to the police station to talk to his dad, and he talks to the cop at the front. And the cop looks at him weird, and he presses an emergency button on his phone. And then it cuts to a scene about Lois talking about newspapers or something, and then it cuts to Cyborg doing something. Like it's nothing flows well at all. It's 20 minutes later that Bruce gets a signal on his phone that there's an emergency, which is 2 days later after that scene with the Flash was. So Bruce gets the signal from the police station 2 days after it's been sent because of how badly it's edited.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Like, it's almost as bad as the Doctor picks up his sonic screwdriver and activates it. We cut through 55 scenes. The Doctor goes home, and then at the end of the episode, the Doctor's screwdriver just activates with the same shot. It's like, that's how poorly. It's just that random.
How could they not fucking catch this stuff?
Because they just
rushing it out to
just push this shit out.
Yeah.
Apparently, the first cut was that bad it was unwatchable, so they had to fix it.
So yes, as the list of the DCU as goes by tomato meter, Wonder Woman is number 1 with certified fresh, Man of Steel number 2 at 55%, Justice League number 3 at 43%, 4 is Batman v Superman at 27%, and Suicide Squad is number 5.
Oh, nothing will ever be as bad as Suicide Squad, but Batman vs Superman's a masterpiece compared to this.
Jesus! Oh my God!
Absolutely.
Really?
There's no.
Oh my God!
If you listen to me, I'll tell you right now. There's no gravitas in the film. If a big moment happens, it just happens and it cuts to the next scene. Like nothing big ever happens.
I was going to go see this tomorrow.
Yeah, and guess there's no character development at all. Not one character develops.
Oh my God!
Aquaman's some guy. He goes, "You're the Aquaman." And he goes, "No," and he drinks and throws a bottle down. He swims to the bottom of the ocean, and he saves one of the people from Atlantis. And they go, "You must be the son of this person." And it's like, wait, you're doing all this stuff and no one even knows who you are in Atlantis, but everyone's asking you if you're the king of Atlantis. But then he flies down and that mirror goes, "You must be the son of the queen." And he goes, "Yeah." And then she goes, "Will you help us?" He goes, "My mum was horrible my whole life. She abandoned me." She goes, "But you have to help us. It's your job." He goes, "Okay, get me some stuff." And then it cuts and then he saves the Justice League.
Oh my God. Who the fuck wrote
this? There's no themes.
Who the fuck wrote this shit?
There's no themes.
Oh my God.
You know what
there is nothing.
Like? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the Russell Crowe King Arthur movie.
Jesus.
Which had action. Let's have some let's have a little bit of plot line. Action, action, action. Let's have some.
No, I'm not kidding. It feels like over 5 directors shot single scenes.
Oh.
Yeah. There is a rumor
And it feels
that
like they had like 20 movies and they said, let's put it all together. So they randomly just cut all the stuff together and nothing flows or makes any sense. The villain is the worst villain of all time. It looks like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from The Mummy Returns.
And there's no dark, they're not going to even have a dark side, and I'm not...
He says the word dark side, right? He says full dark side, but it's like for all the people in the audience who haven't read comics, they're going to go, what the hell does this mean?
Right.
There's no context of anything. Like, Aquaman goes, yeah, Atlantis is doomed or something, and it's like, but all the people at home have never ever seen Aquaman on the big screen, so how the hell are they meant to know what Atlantis is?
They don't even fucking know what it is.
well, I've heard that there might be an extended cut of Justice League when it comes out on home video.
Who gives a shit at this point?
It's literally, because you know Snyder's visual style, he has very distinct colors, and he has the grainy image. He has a very grainy picture. You know, have you ever noticed the grain he has in his images?
I know.
Okay, so you have grain in one image of Ben Affleck talking, then it cuts to Wonder Woman with a fake background, and it's fully Joss Whedon shot, and it's fully saturation turned up to a hound. It literally looks like you and your computer got Citizen Kane and edited it with Fantastic Four together to make something.
Shit.
Fuck me sideways.
The shots look that different. The shots look that different in the same scene. Scene. Could you imagine getting an episode of Doctor Who from 1974 and putting it with a Peter Capaldi episode and cutting back and forth? Like, could you imagine getting Tom Baker to talk to Peter Capaldi, but you do it by editing? You know how the fans do it on YouTube? They try to edit and talk together.
It looks fucking stupid, right?
That's what it's like.
Shit.
That's what it's honestly like.
Oh, God.
It looks like someone tried to edit together 2 movies that were made 20 years apart.
If you are ripping it this way, you can just imagine what I'm going to think of it.
Oh,
you hate it.
I will fucking probably do a fucking 10-part fucking project of how much it sucks ass.
Did you like Fant Four Stick?
Fantastic Four?
Yeah, the new one.
I fucking hated it.
Oh,
it's that bad. It's that bad.
Oh, God.
You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it.
If I had a choice between watching the 90s version that never was released and this one, give me the 90s version.
Oh, no.
No, I've seen it. It's better.
I've seen it. No, I've seen it. They're both, they suck.
Do you know what was actually better? Do you know what was actually better? Smallville's Justice League was better than this.
Please, the animated Justice League cartoon
I was in the cinema just hoping that Batman and Robin would start.
Oh.
You want George Clooney that bad now?
I just wanted a movie that had a storyline.
Oh, my God. Well,
it's like, because it's edited so badly, right? Someone will be punching someone, and you've got no idea what's going on. And someone's going to
get fired, you're saying.
But you could shoot someone, like, Superman would kill the main villain, and because it's cut so poorly, it just happens, and everyone turns around like, oh, cool, and it cuts to the next scene. You know, Star Wars,
someone's getting fired, you're saying.
You know, like how Kylo Ren kills like Han Solo on the bridge, and it's a huge scene, and it's slow, and it's emotional. That same thing could happen, and it's literally, Superman, what are you doing? Bang, shoot, bang, cut, next scene.
Well, I don't know how to top that video of yours.
1 out of 10.
That shit to shreds. Wow.
The shit league.
That just makes me so fucking motivated to go see this shit tomorrow.
The most disappointing movie I've ever seen. Ever. And I don't know how you're going to make a sequel out of this.
They're not.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty, Hayden. Appreciate it.
And Ben Affleck's gone as Batman too. He's quit.
He definitely quitting?
No, he's definitely quit. I know for a fact he's quit.
Oh, yeah?
He's just waiting for that Rotten Tomatoes score to come out to make it official.
And he's done. Yeah. Back to Daredevil goes now.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Ben. Take care. Bye for now.